space, I just go back a bit. No, it's all right, honestly.
See the way he said that? Yeah. That was
No, see, honestly, it's all right, honestly.
Oh, it's all right, honestly.
It's all right, you know. All right, so it's just a real quick bit of video footage here I thought I'd put together, because at the moment I'm at the RAF Club in Mayfair in London. I've been photographing some of our World War II veterans after a lunch with the Taxi Charity for military veterans. So I just wanted to give you an idea, because one thing I have done recently is really condense the amount of kit that I'm using, because you want to keep things mobile, you want to make sure that the footprint that you take up when you're actually doing these pictures is down to a minimum, because you don't have the luxury of using a big studio space. But just to give you an idea of now how I'm doing this, we've obviously got the large octa. You'll have seen that that's the kind of thing that I like to use, but that compresses down really small. The background, if I try and kind of come around here, now ordinarily you'll be used to me using the Glyn It's vintage grey from Westcott. But this, sorry about the noise, the rowdiness in the background. But this here is the X-Drop. It's the original X-Drop frame, and this is the grey material that comes with it. It would have been great to bring down the actual canvas background that I do use so often. But again, thinking about transporting it and sort of making things easy for myself, I've just used this material here. By using this grey material, I can go back to using things like blend modes in Photoshop, dropping on top a texture in Photoshop later on, using that soft light blend mode, and I can make this look like my original canvas without having the canvas. So again, that compresses down to hardly anything. Now, if we spin around, I always talk about using a tripod, shooting on a tripod. This isn't the usual tripod that I would have, and that's kind of like a really heavy-duty tripod I have. But again, thinking about keeping things portable, light, and what have you. This here is a Manfrotto one. None of this is sponsored, by the way. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what I use. And this is the Manfrotto B3. It's a carbon fibre tripod, and I think it weighs just over 1 kilogram. It is absolutely tiny. But all of the stuff you see here, we're talking the background, the support, the tripod, the light stand, the modifier, all of it goes in that. So that just zips up. It's so light and easy to carry around. Obviously the rest of my camera kit, which includes also the laptop that I'm using because I'm always shooting tethered, but the camera and everything else just goes in my normal backpack. So if you think about it now, we have got such a small amount of kit to create studio kind of look, quality kind of pictures. So it's just about trying to find how can you condense your kit. One light, compressing it all down, nice and easy. So the journey here on the train and then getting a black cab into Mayfair was an absolute breeze, really, really simple. But just thought I'd update you with what I'm using these days.